It's time for Animaniacs, and we're zany to the max. So just sit back and relax, you'll laugh till you collapse. Animaniacs, those are the facts. Hello there everyone, Toy Game Collector here bringing you another game to review. What am I looking at today? I'll be looking at this old dinosaur of a game. We have Steven Spielberg's Animaniacs for the Nintendo Game Boy. Animaniacs is a really popular cartoon from back in the 90s. It was popular with kids for its memorable songs, and very popular among adults due to its adult humor. I'll admit, I didn't know about this show until I was in high school, but my god, this is one of the funniest cartoons I've ever watched, and very memorable, and it's scheduled to have a reboot on Hulu with the original cast sometime later this year. This game was released in 1993 for the Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo, and the Game Boy. Now, this is a Nintendo Game Boy. Yeah, this is a big old dinosaur of a console. Very primitive compared to today's stuff. I'd show you gameplay of me playing this, but I have not found a good way to record this thing while playing it, so instead, I'm going to just have the demo play. Let's put the game in. And as the demos play, I'll explain a little bit more about the game. Does this thing turn on? Yes, it does. Classic. And I'll let you watch the intro before I say anything else. I'll read to you what the characters are saying. Welcome to our video game. What do you mean video game? We're cartoon characters. Wacko, even though we are animated characters, that doesn't mean that we can't play a virtual role in an interactive audiovisual entertainment software medium as well. As McLuhan predicted, what is he talking about? I think he's saying, welcome to our video game. And that's the intro to Animaniacs on the Game Boy. It's also the same on the Sega Genesis. This is the exact same game as the Sega Genesis version. Only difference is this is 8-bit, and the Genesis version was 16-bit. And here's some gameplay. Took the music. Use that volume switch. Oh, there it is. Yeah, just a basic platformer. So what's the plot to this game? The plot to this game is Yakko, Wacko, and Dot Warner. They want to meet celebrities. Yakko, Wacko, and Dot live on the Warner Brothers studio in Burbank, California. They live in the water tower. And they're always causing trouble for the CEO, the studio psychiatrist, Dr. Scratch and Sniff, his assistant, Hello Nurse, and Ralph the Guard. Oh, sorry, not that Ralph. But Ralph was a big security guard in the show. Anyway, to meet celebrities, the Warners decide to steal props from different sets, such as a space-themed set, a jungle set, as seen in this little bit here. Wow, this is really hard to record, actually. I hope you all can see that. I'm gonna show all the gameplay demo, because there's not a whole lot to show off. Anyway, the Warners want to steal props from the sets to open up their own store to meet celebrities. So they go to a jungle set, a space-themed set, and a western set. And this is a scene from the western set in the game. And while the Warners are successful, they get their props stolen by Pinky and the Brain, two mice who want to rule the world. And so the Warners have to stop them and get their props back. I gotta say, for a game this old, it's pretty hard, but it's also enjoyable. It has a charm to it. It's one of the better licensed games you probably could have gotten back in the day, because licensed games usually aren't that very good to begin with. Here's a little scene from a boss fight in the game. There's Ralph the Guard chasing Yakko. I told you Ralph the Guard was a big guy. Right, during the gameplay, you can switch between all three Warners. There's Wacko on the screen. He has a giant hammer. Monkey in the brain. One is a genius, the other's insane. Enough about that. Anyway, Yakko has a paddle ball, which he uses to attack enemies. Dot, being the cute one, blows kisses to freeze enemies. And Wacko has a giant hammer, and I think that's all the gameplay footage. Oh, I'm trying to get the game out of the pack. I'm trying to get the game out. So there's the game again. So, as you can see, this game is also Super Game Boy compatible. So if you have a Super Game Boy for your Super Nintendo, if you have one of those lying around, put it in, you get enhanced colors. What the Warners actually look like they do on the picture here. Some more colors, the music's better. It's made by Konami, you know, back when people actually liked Konami, and they weren't considered one of the worst companies to work for. And there's the back of the cartridge. Nothing special, made in Japan. It's a pretty fun game. Challenging. Do I recommend it? Well, if you're a fan of the show and you like Game Boy games, I say get it. If not, it's just a nice little curiosity from the 90s. It's not perfect. There are way better games on the Game Boy than this. But hey, this game is pretty cheap now, so can't go wrong. I got this for like $6 online. I like it. Well, that about concludes this review. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like, dislike, comment, subscribe, do whatever you want. And I'll see you next time. This is Toy and Game Collector signing off. Goodbye, nurse.